Hello, traders. Welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Thailand. Sunny skies. Beautiful morning. However, I think the rain's coming, my friends. I think we're going to get wet today. But I'll be at the trading desk, so I'll be okay. How's it going, traders? Pretty interesting day yesterday. We'll talk about this in a minute, but I did get into that euro pound trade. Was quite late in the day, but we did manage to get in, and we actually hit our take profit area. We'll talk about that in just a second. So nothing really new on my end. We're here having a good time. Let's take a look at what's going on today. Got some data coming out today. Really not heavy data day today. So what did we have come out that's of any interest? PPI input for Q1, good out of the Kiwi. That's really about it there. We do have some Aussie news coming out in about an hour. We have unemployment change, full unemployment change, participation rate, unemployment rate, all coming out between now and 8:30 my time. And it's currently 7:07 in the morning in Thailand. That would be 20:07 on a Wednesday night on Wall Street. All right, so the Euro's got Spanish has a 10-year obligación auction. How's my Spanish? Okay. So Euro's got trade balance, a couple of ECB yackers, talkers. Initial jobless claims out of the U.S. today. Philadelphia Fed manufacturing today. Philly Fed employment. CAD's got foreign securities purchases today. And really, that's about it, my friends. Not a lot going on a Thursday. And so I'll do a technical day. Let's just take a look at where is things happening over here. Dollar index 93.22. I don't know if we're going to make our hit of 93.50 by Friday, but we will definitely keep an eye on that. What's oil up to? Brent oil, 79.25. I was actually in the U.S. session yesterday, and oil took a little bit of a little thing to the downside. It wasn't unexpected. However, it's continuing to climb today, and crude oil WTI is at 71.75. Everybody's heading to 80. All right, gold, 1,290.80. It was down, if I'm not mistaken, in New York yesterday, it was down like $19. So that's an update on that. Let's get to the charts. That's what it's all about. All right, so this was the euro pound trade we talked about yesterday. This took a long time to get into. This took a long time, and what happened here, you could see that, it came down, and then it finally did this retest here. And I didn't get in this swing. I got in this swing, which is our trade plan. That was my trade plan. My other chart was off this 55, and I got in it, took this swing to the downside, hit my take profit. Good day. I'm happy. The euro pound's happy. But yes, it did work. It was actually almost 3.5 hours, 3 hours, 20 minutes. Actually, when I hit the trade to go off and by, I would say, the end of London lunch, maybe 2 hours, an hour and a half before New York opened, I was out of the trade. I heard the buzzer go off on my chart, and that was the end of that. And so that trade worked. So, while we're on the euro thing, let's just keep staying in this euro here for a mode. This was our thing yesterday. Absolutely didn't do, but it did exactly what we said it could do. And that was it was going to go sideways, and it was just going to continue to the downside. If you had this 55 moving I didn't get in this trade. If you had this 55 moving average yesterday on your chart, that was, of course, your entry. You got in it. So if you got in it at 1851, you got out of it at 1760. You got out of it. So not a bad trade if you made that trade and got in it. Now, you see these moving averages, it's starting to go sideways. So, I would say for the bulls, let this baby clear this 55 to the upside and take this up. You're probably going to get a problem at that 200 for sure. But I do like the idea that, we have a resistance line here, so let's take advantage of it. And let's see if we can get this up to here, right? And then we can sell it, right? Sell it from there. I think we can remove that one. There we go. And we'll sell it from that area, that 1937 area. But that's a long ways away. Is that going to happen today? Probably not. Probably not. But just something to look forward to. You have more of a chance of taking this buy trade to the upside. So what are you going to use as a reference that we talk about at the end of each session? I talk about the dollar index. The dollar index takes a dive to the downside some. This is going to cause this euro to head up. And that might give us our trade opportunity for a long trade. All right, so Great British Pound. This was an interesting pair today. I was looking at this earlier today, and I wanted to take this off this 200. So I'm sitting in front of my charts, and I'm saying, wow, maybe we could take this off this 200. Looks good. This was 6:05 in the morning, and I went to go get coffee, and this thing barreled through the 200 exponential moving average and just took off. So now I'm saying, well, what are we going to do, right? What's the next move here? Well, the next move is we're just going to wait for it to come up to here, right? 35.70. We're going to take this to the downside. This to me looks like a 100 pip trade, right? Where are you gonna take this? Bring this down here, 34.70. Yeah, and we're gonna take profits down here. So this trade could actually end up being a 100 pip trade. Now we do have some stuff left of the chart, but it's not really bad. But we do have, it's going to be a fight in either direction. So we hope this continues to go up. So my theory is, if this goes sideways now and it starts to the downside, I'm going to take this to the downside wherever it goes. My stop still has to be in the same spot. My stop still got to be at 36.10, 36.20 is where my stop's got to be. But for a 100 pip possibility, I'll play that, right? I'll take that a little bit more of a drawdown, and I'll take that and because we know the pound dollar is bearish, right? So we just needed to come into our plan here. And spike moves like this, when you see an EMA just dive like this, right? This EMA diving up like that, that tells me this up thing's not going to last long. This might have been data, something might have come out. This was early, so I didn't see it. So I'm saying if this gets close to this 35.50, 35.60 area, I might take this shot to the downside and see what happens. I don't think it's a bad thing. Do not think it's a bad thing. Let's look at the pound yen. Now, yeah, see this? Look at this. This is a better trade. I'll tell you right now, this is a better, and I didn't see this this morning, but this is a better trade. Just look at this thing. This thing's just scorching to the skies. So what we're going to do here is we're going to wait on this. Now, this just ended up, this is like top of my watch list now. This is just on the move, right? Well, this ain't going to last forever, folks. And, if you want to buy it, so let's take the other side. You say, well, you know what? I want to get in this and buy it. Well, the problem is we don't have two to the right and two to the left. So we're just going to guesstimate. And we're going to pull this down to here. Righty? And we're going to come up to, if you can get to this little bad boy here, and see, you know what, that really looks bad. We need to change that color, don't we? There we go. And take it to there, probably close to that 200. But I don't think that's going to work. You're better off at the 50%. See if this can pull back to the 50% and take it to the upside. But to me, it looks like the 618 is going to be your shot. 618, 149.05, 149.10, somewhere in there. Take this and we can buy it, right? This is, this thing's on the up move here, and I don't have two to the right and two to the left. I've got, these candles shooting up. So there's nothing to do here. This is probably a London lunch, London open, maybe an hour into it before we see something, unless something happens with the yen where we can, where this thing gets weak and we can get in this. Right at the moment, nothing to do. But it's a great trade. It looks interesting. I think we got trades on both sides here. Looking good, looking good. All right, let's take a look at dollar CAD. Wow, can you all believe it's Thursday already? It's just this week. Well, this week went by fast because I had friends in town, and it was a wild Monday, Tuesday. I gotta be honest with you. It was a wild Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday. Woo! Monday, Tuesday. It was pretty wild. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. What are we gonna do here? So this is resistance, right? This is a area that we're gonna take a look at here. Maybe we can take this to the downside. Do you want to buy this? Are you into buying this little bad boy? I don't think that's a bad shot there. I don't think that's a bad shot. It's at support. If you look left of the chart, it's really at support, some pretty heavy support. So I don't think that's a bad move right here to maybe buy this up to the 200. So if you get into it at 27.85, and you're going to take it up to 28.20. So it's like a 35, 40 pip trade up to that 200, and I think you're going to have a problem here. I do think you're going to have a problem here. This, at this 200, is surely going to give you an issue. Alrighty? Surely is going to give you an issue. So just be aware of that. But I think this, you got a confluence there. You got the 200, you got a 55 EMA. It's probably close to a 50% fib of the swing, right? Of the swing. Hey, that was a pretty good guess. 50% fib? Wow. That was a pretty good guess, William. So, yeah. So, work the trade. Looks good. Again, this is all about oil. Just remember that. Oil moves around. Got to be up on the oil thing. All right, traders. One more. It's a Thursday. Let's do it. New Zealand dollar. What did you do yesterday? Actually, it didn't do too bad. It definitely, on the up trade, remember we talked about taking this to the upside if you wanted to counter trend. This actually worked. You probably got a little nervous here because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 hours, right, of sideways, and then just boom to the upside. Now it's sideways again. And if you were in this, like this is New York afternoon, right? So if you were in this hit off this 200 was your down trade back to the downside. So the trade plan worked. What are we going to do now? I'm going to keep the same trade plan. Price action's in the same spot. We're in the middle of everything right now. So it's going to either, break to the downside, break to the upside. I'm more thinking it's going to break to the downside. And we might have lost the boat on this, right? We might have lost the boat on this. So just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Talk to you on Monday. All right. Let's take a look at the dollar index. Well, it's still in our little range here, not doing a lot. I was really hoping I'd be able to celebrate tomorrow and see if we can get this bad boy to hit that 93.50. It spiked it, went past it, came back, did it again. So let's see if we can get this thing to do it again by Friday, New York close, get to that 93.50 area. Traders, thank you for being with me this weekend. As you know, I do not do a video on a Friday. It is, I take Fridays off because I have another obligation on Friday. So traders, please trade smart and not hard. We'll catch you on Monday. Have a great trading day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Take it easy. See you next week. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.